Hello, today we're going to be doing lesson 2.8, which involves displaying data with graphs. And I just have one vocabulary word that I want you to be aware of, and it's bar graph. And I just want to make sure that you understand what a bar graph looks like. So I've given you a picture of one. As you can see, we have a title at the top of the graph. And we also have titles here on the side, and you can't see one, but there was one at the bottom as well. Okay, so when you make a graph, you need to make sure that your graph has a title in all of those locations. And we have numbers that run up the left side, 0 through 11. And then on the bottom, we have some kind of label. So in this instance, this graph has to do with what kind of pet you own. So we've got names of types of animals that most pet owners have. So anyway, that's what I wanted to point out about the bar graph. Now, what we're going to be doing in class, you might be wondering why I have pictures of these little kids on here, and no, they're not mine. But we're going to be collecting head sizes. So that means you are going to be measuring someone's head in the classroom, and someone else is going to be measuring your head. So I've got a partial ruler here on the bottom of the screen, and you'll notice that it is in centimeters, and that's what you will be using in class. And I just want to make sure that you understand how to write measurements when you measure. We'll be using what's called a meter tape, and those are pretty flexible because we can wrap those around the person's head that you're going to be measuring, and it'll have a metal piece on the end, and that'll be where you'll start, and then you'll wrap it around and you kind of overlap till you find your ending spot. So if you are measuring and you are between two numbers, so let's say that you're between the 1 and 2, right here is the halfway point. So if I were to measure something that was halfway between two whole numbers, of course I'm going to write that as 1 and 1/2, okay, because it's between 1 and 2. If we get almost to the 2, so let's say that we're somewhere in here, then we're going to probably write 1 3/4. And if we are less than 1/2, we're going to probably write 1 1/4. So depending upon how large the person's head is that you're measuring, you're probably not going to be in the single digits, but I was just using this part of a meter tape as an example. You're probably going to most likely be in the 20s to the 30 range with most of the head sizes for 4th graders. We might have some that don't quite fit that range, but just to give you an idea where you will most likely land. So you're going to measure the head size of someone in the room, and then they will measure yours. And then you're going to have to graph the results. So, like I said earlier, you're going to have a title for your graph, and then you'll have a title for the numbers that you have on the left side, and you'll have a title for the information that you have on the bottom. Most likely, the bottom will be the head sizes, and then the left side will be the circumference of the head itself. So once we get the graph done, we've done the measurements of the head sizes, we've made a graph. You're going to be determining the median head size in our class. Now, if you will remember from our lesson on how to find the median, we will need to list all of the numbers that the class has. So, and then you would put them in order. So, for example, if we had 24, a 24, a 24, a 28, a 29, a 30, a 32, a 32, a 36, and a 38. And of course we will have more numbers than that. But if you will recall, when you find the median, you're going to cross out until you hopefully get to a middle number. And let's see what we end up. See, this is one of those instances where I have two numbers left, and if I cross them both out, I don't have anything left. So in this instance, my median would be 29.5 or 29.5. Okay, so that's one of those instances there. All right, what did we do in this lesson? I went over a bar graph with you just to make sure that you understood what it was. I told you that you're going to be measuring in class head sizes and that you'll be responsible for graphing those and finding the median head size in our class. So that's about it for this lesson. Most of it is what you will be doing in the classroom. So thanks for watching.